shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Michael, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And all right away, he wants the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
That last one, that hurts.
Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Strong running gets this up over the 15-yard line. to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps, you don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, so that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To Lazard. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a nice completion, a little bit run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it was so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Scantling over the middle, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. His way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. He's there now on the board here in the 1st half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Keep your assignments, let him run it in.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that one, and result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And how about this decision? Tie game 1st half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they give up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given you that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Jump here. There wasn't the line that jumped that time. The second look.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it. The missed kicks are exactly right. Second level. Because they moved up to the first level. That hurts them.
After the penalty, fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
can develop as the game moves on, and he can run it back inside later.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
44, Mike, 44. Echo.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
24.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, first down, Packers. They'll run on first down. Jones. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Yellow. All right, go, Lou, ready? Ready. Side on left, side on left. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, yo, hey, go. Shit. Check. Hey, 15. He's coming. Go. Double up. He's coming, double up. Wide, get wide.
On first down, Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Football's the mic. Mike's football. Charlie, watch the pass. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tight dog.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Yellow. Danny.
On second down, it's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
15. Check.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Football's the mic. Mike's football. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's big.
On first down, Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 43. Easy.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wells. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Buying time to his left. He can run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
24 is the mic. Plant. I'm here all day. 26. 24 is the mic. Look again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. For the 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Hey, got tight left, got his left. We got three, fellas. Yeah. 24's the mark.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Don't get nervous. Check. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Go. Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go, boys.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's it, baby.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mike. 258. Get 300. Get 300. Lucky. Go.
On first down, Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check safety. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Back north.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
You got it, to the 50. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike, 54. Mike, 50.
The give is to Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Alpha.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
54, Mike, Delta. 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Over. Jump out. Hey, Steve 6. You can get it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
Here we go, 46. Go, 26.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Jump out! Hey, 88. Hey, high 7.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They can't hang with us. Hey, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
319, number 50. Hey, you block over here.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And some room to run now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Now, that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it. This is Irvin, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And Adams has it complete. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Recon, 132 fighter. 26. Jim. Hey, wahoo. 54 to 50. Let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 22 yards there, a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And he's got it. It's caught for a... Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And we'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll throw now on the final play. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Check. You don't want Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Prescott now. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Rabbit. Echo. Mike.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. The 30. The 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we tip of the cap to them.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer off to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers, and an alley to run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
54. Hey, dude. Check. Watch 54.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Hey, kill! 47. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 20. Here we go. 26.
First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, check 26. Right.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Will Redmond. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Not mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
26. Keep it up, guys.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Box it. 26.
And again, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Inside.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
50. Hey, you block over here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Watson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. 56 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A first down carry now for Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
You must be getting tired.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. On first down, Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Check pass, check pass. Check. Tighten up.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, Watson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This is Miller. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson with a give to Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Up of 11 and a Texans 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air yet again. Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 26 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Again, it's Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. It's the Wisconsin native and former Badger, J.J. Watt. His 2nd sack of the night. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 41, Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now, operating from the gun. It's complete. Stills. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll run on 1st down. Miller. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Miller. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.